Hello? This is Dr. Christoph Reynolds at your service. How may I help? Why, yes, I know it's a nice day, but you don't need to tell me that. Who are you? Oh, Jay, why didn't you just say so? You didn't have to tell me it was a nice day. How are you, my boy? How are you? Yes. Yes, I can tell you about the many diseases. Oh, which one would you like to hear about? You have my full attention. C.Diff, it make you go boop, really bad. Oh, okay. It just so happens that I had written a report on C.Diff. Would you like me to read some of it to you? Okay. You want to know what C.Diff is. First, it is Clostridium Difficile. Clostridium Difficile. Okay? Okay. C.Diff. Yeah. C.Diff is a germ that can cause mild to terrible diarrhea and may present other symptoms. It can be an inactive microorganism, or it can be an active microorganism, or it can be found in a spore. In just 1 year, over 500,000 people will get sick from this microorganism. How do you get it? Like most I'm pulling my ear here. Like most microorganisms, C.Diff can be found almost anywhere. Some people carry it in the intestinal tract and never get sick, but can still spread it. The C.Diff spore is really hard to kill and can be spread very easily through touching something that has been infected. Who is likely to get C.Diff? Unfortunately, Sonny, nobody is safe. However, those people who are most susceptible are the elderly, or those that are in a long-term care facility and have been treated with antibiotics for one reason or another. Would you hold? I'm going to put you on the speakerphone. Are you still holding? Good. Pardon me. Okay. Can you hear me okay? Good. So, somebody has been given antibiotics. When you are given major antibiotics, it kills everything in your system, including the good microorganisms that you normally carry. Now, when this happens, certain microorganisms, C.Diff, can run rampant. And when it does, it causes the toxins that they put off in the body to release the toxins into the body, and you get sick. In C.Diff's case, it is in the intestinal tract, hence diarrhea. What are the symptoms? Well, the most common symptom of C.Diff is watery diarrhea, and maybe some abdominal pain or tenderness. Severe cases can include watery diarrhea up to 15 times a day. Severe abdominal pain, loss of appetite, fever, blood or pus in the stool, and weight loss. The toxins they give off can be irritating to the lining of the intestines as well, and it may cause Clostridium Difficile colitis, and may also lead to holes in the lining of the intestine. As you can see, these symptoms can be mild to life-threatening and should not be ignored. How do you know if you have C.Diff for sure? Funny, good question. C.Diff can be found by taking a stool sample and testing it to see if the toxins are present. If needed, a colonoscopy might be used for further diagnosing and to see if there is any damage done to the intestine. Is there a cure? Yes and no. Mostly yes. C.Diff spores cannot be eliminated very easily. However, the infection caused by it can be cured. How? More antibiotics. It is the infection, and even though antibiotics may be to blame in the first place for getting it, it is also the cure. There are other ways if needed. Some cases may be given probiotics, which are good bacteria commonly found in your intestinal tract. There is also another cure, which I will tell you about in a little bit, because I have a picture, a fun little picture. But there is another way where they take good poop and put it in your intestinal tract. They take good poop, put it in your intestinal tract, and it balances out all that good flora inside. Where do they get the good? Where do they get the good poop? Donors. But it works. You want to know what you can do to reduce the spread of C.Diff? Wash your hands. Wash your hands with soap and water. Don't just use alcohol-based rubs. Clean and disinfect any surface that may have come in contact to prevent the spread of any bacteria or disease. Now, for those fun little pictures that I talked about. It is hard to see, but 250,000 people get infected with it. 14,000 people may even die. And there's this much money spent on medical costs on C.Diff in the US. That's more than I make in a lifetime. Yes. Here is a picture of Clostridium Difficile. This one may be hard to see, but this is the mostly large intestine tract. Got the ascending, the descending, and all those other parts of the colon and the intestines, and that's where all the Clostridium Difficile can be found, along with all the other anti-stuff that's in your system. Yeah, other stuff. There's lots of other stuff. Let's read what captions say. hundreds of bacteria in the intestines, many of which have useful functions. Okay. How is it spread? Well, like I say, spread from one person to the next, or from one thing to the next. Bad. Here's a fun little picture. This is a symptom. He got to go bad. C.Diff causes bad diarrhea. Bad. Okay. How do you detect it? Well, like I said, you take a stool sample. And I don't mean like a stool that you sit on and give it to the doctor and say, here's a sample, doctor. No. It's been done before and not so funny. But I still laugh. Yes. Here. You take a sample from the toilet and you smear it on this little card, and then the doctor tests it. Smear. It's just a fun little word to say, right? Here is a picture of one of the new treatments for Clostridium. It is new, FDA approved, and it looks like it actually attacks those bad bacteria. So, again, the best way to prevent all this is just to remember 30 little things. You got the 5 little pigs? 5 little pigs wallow in mud and have dirtiness. Wash, protect, prevent. Wash these puppies. Change your gloves. Scrub in, scrub out. Good to remember. Also good to remember, if you tinkle when you sprinkle, please be neat and wipe the seat. Maybe it has nothing to do with that, but it's just common courtesy. For more information, you may want to visit the www.cdc.gov. It's a great source for more information. Well, I have one more thing to show you that your teacher might ask you about. And if she do, now you can tell her. This is a slide, a microscopic slide of C.Diff. As you can see, it is a gram stain. And if she asks, it is gram positive. Okay, I hope this has helped. Please, I must go now. Have lots of fun in your class. I must go cut something up or dissect something or something. I just have to go, okay? Okay, yeah. You have a good day now, Sonny.